Salutations. So, I wanted to talk about something that I've actually talked about at the very beginning of this mentorship. I had originally said that a Dom would never approach a sub, and I was wrong. Okay, I can admit when I'm wrong, and I just kind of wanted to address that a little bit. So, I personally still would never approach a sub because to me, a main part of this fetish and a main part of it that gets me off is the being pursued, the being chased, the being approached, right? I am a goddess. This is my temple. This is my altar. I'm not out in the streets telling people to come and worship me. I'm not out in the streets grabbing subs and bringing them back to my temple. I'm just sitting there on my throne behind my altar, waiting for them to come and place their offerings on the altar. That aspect of it is what gets me off. That is how I do things, right? Them chasing after me, them lusting after me, them going out of their way to prove that they're worthy of approaching me and of serving and worshiping me is part of what gets me off. So, me personally, I won't chase subs. I used to say that real Doms would never chase a sub, and I take that back. Okay, I'm growing, I'm evolving, I'm learning, and I've seen in the last, I don't know, maybe 2 years or so on Twitter and Reddit and a few of the other social media platforms, um, some Doms that are in this community that I really admire and I really respect talking about how they love to approach subs, how it gets them off to be the one to chase after the sub and be super dominant and approach them, and that it works for them sometimes because sometimes subs just are too scared to make the first move. Um, and after a while of listening to like their testimonies, for lack of a better term, it kind of did start to make sense to me why they do it. And that it's like not taking away from their dominance and the power exchange. I used to think it really did take away from the power exchange, and it doesn't. Not if you're approaching correctly, right? Not if you're approaching in a dominant way, um, and not like a whiny, begging kind of a pick me way. That will be the key difference on spotting like a real Dom from an Insta Dom. Um, so yeah, I do take that back. Um, and again, it kind of falls back into one of the other things that I've said previously in videos. Like, you kind of just have to find your own path, your own niche, your own style. And if it doesn't quite fit the mold of what other people think is a Findom, that's okay. I mean, I obviously don't fit the typical mold. Um, but yeah, it's just not my cup of tea, is what I say now. Um, I don't think any less of the people that are approaching subs. Like I said before, I've recently found out that quite a few DOMs that I really admire and respect use this technique. Um, and I think it's great that it works for them. I just, it feels like a chore to me. It feels like extra work to me. It's not the thrill, the chase. Like, I have this saying, right? Like, I don't even chase whiskey, let alone subs. Um, but that's just me. A lot. But yeah, even though I don't approach subs, and I love it when they chase after me and prove that they are worthy of me. Um, I do kind of take back that no Dom will ever message a sub because that was just immature nonsense. That's what I was taught in the beginning, and as an autistic and sorry, as an ADHD, I have a hard time letting go of stuff sometimes. It's like set in stone, this is the way it has to be. And I'm working on that. So this is one of the ways that I'm evolving. And when I realize that something that I've taught y'all previously might not be 100% accurate, I'm always going to come back and like redact my statements and update and like, elaborate and let you know that I've changed my view and how I feel, and maybe you should too.